Hello Capricorn, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading for your sign. Okay, so let's choose 3 houses now. We've got 11th house, got 5th house, and we've got 7th house. So friendships, creativity, children, risk-taking, and then we've got partners. Let's get some astrological guidance now. We've got Cancer, I feel. Part of fortune increase, which is lovely. Let's get one more. Mercury retrograde. Okay, so Mercury is retrograde for about 3 weeks. In the bottom of the deck is Venus, love. Okay, so lovely thing to be having there. So Mercury is going to be retrograde until it starts on the 30th of Jan and it goes through to about the 21st of Feb. But there's a little bit of a drag from the 21st of Feb onwards for a short while it gains momentum again. Let's get some goddess guidance. Sekhmet. We've got Isot. Oh, 2 came out there, so I'm going to put Sedna in there. And then Medicine Woman, Ishel. And at the bottom of the deck you've got Lakshmi, Bright Future, so I'll bring that in as well. Let's get a destiny card. Prudence. So this is about being careful where you put your energy at the moment and only apply energy where it's really important. Be prudent with your decisions. Let's get some fairy tarot now. Oh, we've got 3. Okay, I'm just going to take the top one. Ego. We've got King of Winter, and we've got 5 of Winter as well. So let's just put these over here. All right, so all right. Okay, I'm going to start here. So 11th house, this is the house of friendships, but it's also the house of all group activities. So bear that in mind. So this can be associations, societies, online groups that you're a member of, things like that. It's also the house of your hopes and dreams for the future, your wishes for the future. It can have an idealistic slant to it as well, but it's normally what you would really want to bring into your life, what you are hoping for to manifest. It's also the house of your hobbies and interests, which kind of go hand in hand with what you're hoping for. So you may be trying to get those off the ground or to further them in some way. So this does involve sort of, it's got a futuristic slant to it, the 11th house. It's normally ruled by Uranus, so it's got that sort of futuristic vision about it. It's also the house of global consciousness or group consciousness. So this can be what is occurring, what is unfolding in the world currently, but it can also be in any kind of group endeavor that you may be involved in. So it's what's evolving in that group, what you're seeing there. It's also to do with like social reform and social consciousness, and all of these things may be important in some way, shape or form. It can also, it depends on your profession or what it is that you do, but it can also be things that you're observing, like trends and currents, things that are moving in society and so on. Now at the bottom here we've got Cancer, I feel, and then we've got Sekhmet, be strong. So it's saying here you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So you'll have to just see how this is going to play out for you. It could be to do with friendships, and you've got Cancer, I feel, so the emotions are going to be high in this house. It's ruled by the moon, so you may be surfing waves of sort of up one day and down the next, or just surfing like global consciousness, things changing, things shifting. You may be moving with that subconsciously, or just feeling some days like you're transmuting for the collective, and then other days you're doing your own thing. So it's kind of that sort of roller coaster, or moving up and down through different cycles and shifts. It can be within your own moods and your own sensitivities as well. So just be aware of that. You may be feeling quite sort of touchy some days, or just needing, sort of irritated where you just need to withdraw. If that is the case, it's very healthy to do that. Just withdraw, just pull back, and spend time on your own, or in nature, or by the sea, or any sort of water body, where you can just do a walking meditation, or spend time in meditation, or just be, just relax and enjoy the water element. But also to spend in time in nature, or just on your own, just to rebalance yourself, to get your feelings clear. You may also be reflecting a lot on the past, so this has got of like nostalgia, sentimentality attached to it. Just don't live there. You can't live in the past, so it's kind of a reflective looking back, almost like hindsight. So it's in the rear view mirror, which is small for a reason. You need to be moving forward. So bring whatever you can, whatever is wisdom and gives you understanding from the past. But ultimately, you need to be living in the present. This can also indicate births of things. So it can be a physical birth, but it can also be the birthing of a situation or new things. There may also be female wisdom, or female issues, or female influences around you at this time, and this can be mother related, or it could also be about nurturing. It could be about nurturing friendships or others that you're involved with, or it can bring about that nurturing energy. Now, whether you're a masculine or a feminine doesn't matter. We all have to access both, and we have to balance both. So you may be asked, if you're a masculine, to be actually getting in touch with this very strong, intuitive, instinctive energy which comes with the Cancer card. So it's can be a very creative, very sort of a powerful card, because it gives you incredible insight into things. So you may be feeling a lot. You may be sort of, as I said, processing or transmuting a lot at this time. And you could be doing that for the collective, because this is about the global consciousness and about social issues and trends and currents and things. Or you could be doing it on a personal basis, which is related to friendships or groups that you're a member of. But it can also be obviously about getting in touch with your feelings about your own particular hopes and dreams and wishes, what you're sort of moving towards, or what you would like to move towards. But it's getting in touch with your intuition, your instincts, your deep gut feelings. That's all about the Cancer, I feel. What are you feeling right now? And if you do need to retreat in order to just mitigate any sort of irritation or annoyance, or just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then that's what you need to do. And it's saying here that there may be issues. You could be feeling, you might be finding so that you're with certain friends or friendship circles and things. You may just be feeling that you've outgrown them, or that they have different views from you. And it's how you handle that, and so on. And you may just need to retreat, as I said, just retreat if you need to, or you may need to be a little bit more resourceful about things. And this is looking after yourself. Self-care, and that is involved with retreating, but also it's your inner wisdom, your understanding your inner intuitions and instincts and so on, and going with your feelings. So if you're feeling uncomfortable in a situation, you're not getting a good vibe, then you need to withdraw or retreat. So just be aware of that. You may be, as I said, surfing some big waves at the moment in this house. So be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So just be aware of that. Whatever you're feeling in this house, if you're feeling one way and everybody else is feeling another, then just stand strong in what it is that you are, what you believe in. Have a positive outcome. Have a positive mindset. This is about also ignoring negativity, naysayers, skeptics, and so on. Just get in touch with your true intuition, your true instincts and feelings, and if something is feeling off, it probably is off. Okay, so go with that, go with your gut feels, and just stand strong in yourself. You don't have to engage with others. With the Cancer card, you don't have to. I mean, it rules. The crab is the creature associated with Cancer. That's got a very strong shell, and it's also got a very powerful claw. So just be careful that you don't get yourself involved in sort of unfriendly conversations, or where you have to defend yourself. Just stand strong in your beliefs, and then if things start getting difficult, then you can withdraw. You can engage, but do it in a balanced fashion. Otherwise, retreat, withdraw, spend time on your own, just to mitigate those feelings. But it's about being strong. It's about ignoring the naysayers and the skeptics. Have a positive mindset. Have a positive outcome in mind, and be focused on that. And build yourself up. Build up your inner strength so that you can handle this journey that you may be on in this house. And it's also about energy levels. With Cancer, you may need to just, because it's ruled by the moon, you may just need to retreat periodically to build up your strength. So with the Prudence energy, this is about being careful where you put your energy. And certainly with the Cancer card, don't exhaust yourself or get irritated or feel depleted, caring and nurturing for others and then having nothing for yourself. Especially with people who are around you, or groups around you who are drawing on your energy or your sympathy or your compassion, and your intuitive abilities. Be careful where you're putting your energy. Only put it where you are feeling, where it lights you up, where you are feeling happy with that, where you're placing your energy. So just be careful with this Prudence card. I think it's going to come up again. We'll see now. So now with the 5th house card, this involves a number of things. It can involve a number of areas, but it's got here at the top, Isolde, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So the 5th house does cover love affairs. Okay, so whether you've had a past love affair and this person is appearing again because you've got Mercury retrograde here, so they may just pop back into your life or pop up in some way, shape or form for closure or for something. It could be a conversation, or it could be something that you see about them and you get, it closes that door for you, or just settle something within yourself. So Isolde is about, handling the past, dealing with the past, and just know that this can also be to do with children, because the 5th house does also deal with children. So whatever, love and caring and effort that you put into your relationships, that love will always be there. It's recorded forevermore. All the efforts, all the time, all the attention and the love that you put in there, whatever was the outcome, whatever happened in the end, don't let that deter you. That is there. It's there, and all is right between you and God in that respect. You put your love, you put your energy, and you put your attention where it was needed, and it's time to move on from that now. If something has occurred where that has to be let go, or you're shifting and changing something, this is saying that whatever has occurred in the situation, it's there, and rest assured that it's recorded and it's there. And now it's time to get into nature, socialize, relieve yourself of any sort of burdens or feeling loss or any kind of betrayal or any kind of upset. Let it go. This is a time to focus on rejuvenation, spend time in nature, in the floral kingdom, which is wonderful. You may be able to use floral remedies like Bach flower remedies or whatever it is. They work on the emotional body. So, and be willing to open yourself up to love again. So this is can be personal love or love related to the fifth house, which is normally, as I said, children and love affairs. I will cover the other aspects of it, but I feel it's coming in specifically to do with that. But this is about opening yourself up to universal love. Now, you don't have to be in a relationship, or you don't have to be attached personally to anyone to feel the universal love. This is about love is the fabric of the universe. So there is only love. Everything else we create here on Earth, and it's a learning experience. But love is the constant. So when you are recovering from something, an upset or a loss or a betrayal or some kind of shift, which kind of you had to recover from, whatever that happened and whatever went down, the healing that is coming in for you is going to be very swift and very efficient. Okay, so open yourself up to that. Open yourself up to receiving love again, to receiving love from others and from the universe. Don't close your heart and retreat so that you lose touch with the world around you or with people around you. Get out, socialize, come back into the world again, or come back into the land of the living, or come back into social structures and sort of take part in things that are going on around you, whether it's group activities or friendships or whatever it is that this is attached to. It's saying that the healing is going to be swift and efficient, but to open yourself up to love and renewed. The feelings of renewal and love are going to come in for you again, but you must open yourself up. So as I said, the fifth house can obviously be to do with children, and it's to do with love affairs, but it's also to do with fun, recreational activities, anything that is fun and pleasurable for you. So it could be that apart from children and love affairs, there could have just been an experience where you've had some sort of loss or shift or cycle change, and you're just feeling a little bit out of sorts. And this is the house of fun. This is the house of enjoyment, activities. Now, this can be clubs, it can be exercises, it can be sporting activities, whatever is relevant and enjoyable for you. It can be handcrafts, it can be a creative endeavor, it can be a creative activity like writing or art, or you don't have to be artistic, but we are all creative. We are born creative. Okay, so this can be sewing, anything that is enjoyable and makes you feel good about yourself and what you're doing, and enjoying activities with others, or you can do it on your own. So get back into this. Find whatever it is. It's also the house of your individuality and your originality. So you may just have a particular skill or something that you've got. You can put your unique flair on. It's your brand. It's your flair. Your unique take on something, and that's much needed in the world. We are all individuals. We are all original. There's only one of us. So you need to own that. Okay, so get back into that, whatever it may be, some activity that you've enjoyed, or if you can get invited out or to join a club or some sort of social activity, because this is about groups and that sort of thing as well. So, don't lock yourself away. Don't retreat so far that you can't stay connected. You need to connect with others now and then have fun and get out and about and enjoy this. The part of fortune increase is, and with this also with the fifth house, sometimes it involves a little bit of a risk. Okay, so something risky, what you may perceive as risky, may just be stepping out with something new, trying something new, and whether this is with your children or on your own or with a creative activity, whatever it may be. Okay, something new, trying something out, giving it a go. And we've got here part of fortune increase. So in some cases, the fifth house can be about activities to do with stock markets and gambling and things like that. But I feel this is more to do with a personal issue or personal sort of coming out into the world again, enjoying of things. Part of fortune increase, this is very much about some trigger or some event has occurred, and it could have been a loss or a shift or a change or some kind of rearrangement that has made you feel sort of like you need to come back from a place which was a retreat for you, okay? So this is a part of fortune increase is basically you some sort of trigger event or some sort of trigger happening or experience may very well lead to the stirring up of your latent abilities, skills, talents, creativity, whatever it may be, artistry, whatever it is. It's something that is latent in you, something that you've perhaps not focused on before. You may have been aware that you had that skill or that ability or just something that you have an affinity with. And it may have just been suppressed or not really focused on because you had other responsibilities and so on. So it may be that, but something is going to get stirred up, and it's normally the increase of that. So it starts to rise up within you. Or you may be invited to something and you suddenly realize, gee, I'm actually quite good at this. I can actually do this, whatever it may be. And it's enjoyable and I'm having fun and I've got a knack for it. Whatever it may be, you may discover that this is about discovery. This is about something that is latent in you, something that you've come into this lifetime already possessing, and it was just lying there. This is your pot of gold. This is something that you need to actually focus on and work it. Own it and work it, whatever it is. It's going to come to light. Something's going to come to light. So whether it's social interaction, it could be organizing a group activity or organizing something or being involved in a creative activity, whatever it is. It could even be children related. Whatever it is, something is going to get stirred up, and it's the rising up of that within you, those sort of inherent abilities. And this is the recognition of that as well. You may get rewards, you may get recognition, you may be in the spotlight, you may get gifts sort of dropping in your lap, or it's something that you need to work and own. And then you can make a business out of it, or you can make it more than just a hobby. Now, as I said, the 11th house is about your hopes and dreams, your wishes, but it's also your hobbies and interests. So this could be something rising up in you. And Cancer can sometimes be dealing with things like things from the past, items from the past. Now that can be antiques and things like that. So maybe something like that is coming in for you, buying and selling, things like that. But this is about you being recognized in some way. But it also may be that you've found your pot of gold, whatever this is, and you're now going to sort of mine it, or you're now going to work it. You could be studying further. You're going to hone that interest or that ability or that affinity, whatever it may be. You're going to hone it in some way so that you can actually incorporate it more into your life, and you will get rewards from that. You will get notoriety from that. It could even be fame. It could be monetary reward or just huge satisfaction, whatever that is. But it's something that you need to own and you need to bring in. But it's an increase. It's an increase of enjoyment, happiness, fun, and pleasurable activities coming in for you. Then we've got here 7th house. This is the house of your close personal one-on-one relationships, like a committed partnership, a love relationship, but it can also be a business partnership. So any one of those may be coming in. Also the lower courts do come in with the 7th house. So we've got here Mercury retrograde. So this is a number of aspects. It can be that somebody, it could be a past person, it could be somebody from your past that's coming back into your life. Now this may have been, normally the 7th house is a committed relationship, somebody that was very serious in your life. Okay, this is not a fly-by-night. It may have gone from a love affair to a committed partnership. It depends on who you are and what is your situation. Okay, so we may be seeing a progression here from something that was a love affair and is now becoming something more serious, or it can be that somebody from your past is just popping back in. And this is normally to settle something or to give you closure, or you may see something, or it could be a situation from the past that is now repeating with your current partner. Something is coming up, and it's normally very productive, whatever that is, even if it's only a brief interaction or a brief something you may just see. You may see something online, or you may just notice something, or you may hear news about something, or it could be sort of reflected in a current situation with your person now. Something rising up, and you see it, and you get closure from it, or you settle something within yourself, or you resolve something, to do with this situation. But it's something comes up, and it's normally very productive and helpful. So whatever that may be. But with also Mercury retrograde, this can also be very much to do with your current person. Some sort of makeover needs to be done here. Now this can be a reinvention, so this could be a reinvention of a current relationship, so it gets a do-over, but you need to go back to the drawing board first. You need to go back. This is not a time to be initiating big things. So you're either in a committed partnership and there's something that you want to move forward on, but there's a period of reflection before this happens. Or you may be wanting to go into a committed relationship or a committed partnership, but there's some aspect that needs to be gone over again first. So just see how it comes out for you. But Mercury is communication, ultimately. So something needs to be said or written down, or there could be a contract or document, or it could be just communication, sitting down and actually talking to each other, but you need to be very clear. Mercury retrograde can sometimes muddy the waters. In other words, things get misconstrued or misunderstood, and it can affect your communications as well. So this can be like your electronics go on the fritz, or things don't get sent correctly, or a message just doesn't get received, something like that. But communication can get sort of a bit crossed over, like things don't work as intended, so just be aware of that, and wait a bit until it has passed, and then look again. But if you are forced to, or you have to undertake something, make sure that all the details are checked. Now, you may have to go over it again and again to make quite sure, because sometimes you can see something, just not see it until you've had a look at it several times. Or you may have to ask somebody else to go over it with a fine-tooth comb as well, to make sure that there are no errors. Or it could also be just a plan, or something you want to say, or something you want to initiate. But you need to go back and have a look at it again, because once you've gone through that review period, you'll come up with something much better on the other side of it. Something that is, some detail has been missed, or something has been overlooked, or some factor hasn't been included and it needs to be included. So it's like back to the drawing board, go over it again, have a look, and also there's something that needs to be repeated, some action, or in this case it could be a communication. So anything with a re in front of it comes in under the Mercury retrograde phase. So it's like something coming back, or something needs to be gone over again. It's because it's in your 7th house, more than likely it's something you want to initiate with this person, whether it's a love relationship or a partnership that you're going into. Could be documentation required for that, certainly legalities and things. So just delay if you can until you feel the energies shift. You'll probably notice when this is in action, because sometimes when you say something, or when you send an email, it doesn't happen, or that you get misunderstood, or something of that nature can come in. It's also not a good time to be making big purchases and big actions, because they can tend to go awry. Sometimes there are delays or frustrations that come in with this as well. So as I said, again, I thought this would come in. Prudence. Just be careful where you put your energy. Only put it into what's really, really important, and what you feel you must move ahead with. Okay. Otherwise, just wait until the energies shift. We've got here Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So in the 7th house, it's probably related to possibly some kind of security, or financial situation which is affecting the 7th house. You could be waiting for news and it just hasn't come in because of the delay and the frustration. It could very well be delayed or put off in some cases, or you just haven't received the documentation, it got lost in the post, or whatever occurs. But it's saying here, infinite supply. All your needs will be met, and not to worry about that. You will have a roof over your head. You will have enough to eat. You will have what you need. Okay, just ask Sedna to assist you. But you know. This is an abundant universe. You are abundant, okay? And don't let anybody or anything tell you that you're not. We are born abundant. That is our heritage, and it's only through life experience that you learn that you're not, and it's not true. Okay, it's an illusion. So you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrow. So rest assured that you will have what you need. And in some cases, this can mean spending time near a water body, more than likely the sea, because of the sea creatures there. And she is a goddess of the sea. So it may be that you need to spend time at the sea, or it can involve a relocation to a water body, but probably to the sea, which is going to be a much better environment for you. So you may want to be doing this with your person. You know, you may wanting to doing this, and you're just waiting for the right time. You're waiting for the right paperwork or something to come in, or you need to put this to your person. You need to put this to your partner to say, why don't we do this? But you know, just be careful how you go about it. There's a plan that needs to be put in place, but it needs to be gone over first, because you'll come up with something better once you've gone through the review process. Okay, so it could be that. But she also appreciates any support that you can give to any ocean, sort of like an NGO, like a charity, or some sort of body which supports the creatures of the sea, or the sea itself. You know, whatever time and effort you can spend there is greatly appreciated, and it always comes back to you. You know, so you may have a personal interest in something like that. This could be because you've got 11th house. This could be an interest of yours. So like beach cleanups, or supporting research for the sea, or you know, something like that could very well come in for you. Then we've got here, we've got Venus coming in. So there is love around for you at this time. There is love coming in for you. Now, Isolde said that to open yourself up, because new love is going to come in. It's either going to be a renewal or a regeneration of your ability to love. So some sort of something that is going to be closed off and healed. Okay, something that is you know, is happening currently, and to prepare yourself for new love, or it's the regeneration and the renewal. So you may have just been feeling that you need a bit of you're undergoing healing of some sort, but Venus is saying that there is love here for you. Okay, so rest assured, and if it may be new love. It may also be, as I said, the regeneration or the renewal of a love. And if that's the case, it's about the appreciation and the refinement of that love. Okay, so it's also about the appreciation of beauty. So whether this is beauty in your surroundings, or beauty in your other person, or beauty within yourself, it's the appreciation of that. So love yourself, fill up your cup, and then you can give it to another. Okay, very, very important. So she's very much about that. Love is here. Romantic feelings, which you don't have to be in a partnership to enjoy. You can do romantic things for yourself, or romantic things. It doesn't matter what it is. You can bolster yourself, make yourself feel good, and then you can give to another, so that when this new love comes in, or when this regeneration occurs, that your cup is full. This can also be about windfalls. This could be a monetary windfall coming in for you, or just some kind of you know, something to lift you up, something to enhance your ability to appreciate beauty, or your appreciation of it. You could be visiting galleries. You could be going to situations where you're surrounded by beauty, whether it's plants, or art, or sculpture, or the stage work. Anything that you perceive as being beautiful. And this is what Isolde was talking about, that get out with friends or on your own, and go out into nature and into sort of creative and artistic environments, or environments which bring out this appreciation of beauty in you. Okay, something that brings that out in you, something that you're enjoying, something that will raise your frequency because you're having fun, you're enjoying it, it's a pleasurable activity, something that you love. And This can also be like handcrafts and the appreciation of that, or the making of that, because it's coming into your creativity house. You could very well be getting involved in something, some talent or an ability or something that's coming in for you. As I said, it could be a handcraft, or it could be some ability that you have, whether it's creative or artistic. And it could also involve, sort of being in a group with others. So something to do with that. It could be stage work. It could be the beauty industry. So you could be requalifying in something, or you may just have a knack or an affinity with something, whatever it may be. Something in the beauty industry could be coming up for you. The appreciation of that as well. But it's certainly, love is available, and you've just got to tap into that love vibration. Open yourself up to it, and it will manifest in lots of different ways. But it's certainly some sort of abundance is coming in for you, even if it's just abundance, love for yourself. And it's a love of luxury as well, an appreciation of luxury. So if you do get a little windfall of some sort, then treat yourself a little bit as well. Bottom of the Goddess deck is Lakshmi, bright future. So stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. And this is why you have Sedna, infinite supply here. This directly affects your relationship or your partnership. Bright future, stop worrying, okay? Because as soon as you worry, then you draw the thing to you, whatever it may be. So don't worry, and relax and focus on a positive outcome, and what will be. You've got the universe behind you, and relax and enjoy, have a positive mindset, and it will come to you. You are also we've got here Ishal, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. So you could very well be the person that's channeling this healing for yourself, but also it may be spread around to others around you. It could go to your children as well. But it's saying that you have this ability, and this could be something that's rising up within you now. Okay, so but it's whatever. You don't have to be doing spiritual work or doing massage or what. This is your particular brand, your particular flair, your particular skill or ability, and that could be anything. It's your ability to channel divine power through that, whatever it may be. It's saying that you can connect to that like a divining rod and channel that down, and distribute it to others in your circle or in your home, it's a direct connection to heaven. Then we've got here for the Fairy Tarot ego, the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Okay, so I feel this is because you are a Capricorn, and you are very ambitious and goal-oriented. So some things may have got delayed here. It's saying that don't get caught up in fear and worry. Now you've had this infinite supply. You have got infinite supply. You will have what you need, and you've also got Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So put this aside. Don't let your ego get loud. Now this is fear, guilt, anger, doubt, nitpicking and criticism, self-criticism, or being overly anything. This is about putting that aside, having faith and trust in yourself and the universe, and you've got the indications that you've got support here. So don't exacerbate the situation by slipping into fear and worry, because then you're just going to magnetize that to you. Be careful where you put your energy. As I said, with the prudence, be careful where you put your energy. And then just two others that fill out, King of Winter and Five of Winter. Get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. So I do feel that this is somebody that you may need to, especially with the Mercury retrograde, if there's paperwork or documents that needs to be sorted out, particularly in a business partnership, then get professional advice. Somebody who can look at the thing and pick up something that you may not be able to see. Okay, so somebody fair-minded, who's very air related, very unemotional. They see things in an objective way, but it's got knowledge. You need somebody who can help you with that, or you need to bring that into yourself in some form. Then we've got here Five of Winter. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. So as I said, prudence. Be careful where you put your energy, and I feel this is applying to the 11th house here, of groups, some sort of societies, associations or groups of friends, or it could even be a global or reform group that you're involved in, and you're seeing something there which is not for you. Your instincts are red flagging something for you, so then it's saying walk away from it if it's not for you. If you're not resonating with what is happening, then let it go. I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, and have a great month, and I will see you next time.